Yo, what is popping? People, your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger. You know how we do. Before we get started, we celebrate you, the viewer, for taking the time out to watch this video. But while you're here, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and do not forget to leave your comments in the comment section. And also, don't forget that you can follow me on all of my socials except for the freaking Twitter. Follow my Instagram. Follow me on my TikTok and Blue Sky, and we can get down. We can have all the conversations you want in any of those areas. But let's get to the meat of the situation as a Cleveland Browns legend has stepped up and started speaking about Shedeur and Dylan Gabriel and this quarterback battle that we are having in Cleveland. Y'all ready to talk about it? Let's get Super Bowl. Well, not Super Bowl because the Browns have never been to a Super Bowl. Cleveland Brown legend Bernie Kosar has entered the chat, ladies and gentlemen. And if you don't know, Bernie Kosar is the last and most successful quarterback that the Browns have had since they have entered back into the NFL as an expansion team in 1999. Bernie Kosar was that boy who led Cleveland to a few playoff appearances, and he holds weight. But before we get into Bernie Kosar, another NFL legend stepped up and had a few things to say about Shedeur and his performance and what he expects. The one and only Drew Bledsoe, who lost his job to the one and only Tom Brady, had something to say about Shedeur. Let's go.
Thought he was first round talent. I don't know the guy. I still, it's sort of a mystery to me why he fell as far as he did. But when I watch him, he's accurate. He throws with anticipation. The ones that are successful, you can almost see the future, right? You have to be able to anticipate. You have to throw guys open. If you wait to see a guy open, especially as you rise to the NFL level, then you're behind and you're just not going to be successful. Shedeur seems to be able to anticipate well. I liked watching him play in college. Again, he didn't have a ton, of help up front. He was getting hit. It's another thing that I look for. It's not just the durability piece, but it's the mental toughness of knowing that you're going to get hit the next play, but still standing in there and delivering the ball and doing that over and over again. That's a hard thing to learn. It really is a hard thing to learn. I don't know if you can learn it. And Shedeur seems to have that ability to take his hits and keep battling.
And with the recent news of Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson stepping back into the fray and being seen in the facility and being part of some of the practices and the meetings and throwing passes to players and things of that nature, that sparked the conversation of would Deshaun be coming back and would he be ready for the season? Which I think not, because an Achilles injury is almost a career-ending injury, and pushing that injury too fast can definitely lead to that. And I don't think the Browns would let Deshaun come back because he won't be ready. He won't be healed. He'll be slow. He wasn't already doing that great as a Browns quarterback. But some of the local radio stations are starting to report that Shedeur is stepping up, and a lot of the players are starting to follow Shedeur, and you know
say
what
that
happened.
you could make a good argument to go with Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders, knowing the hype and the conversation that's going to be happening around Shedeur. Would you go with him first, or would you try Dylan Gabriel out?
I'm going with whoever my locker room responds to the most. Just based on how the rookies reacted to him coming off of rookie minicamp, based on what we've been hearing in terms of his interaction with veterans around the building, the coaching staff. It feels like people are gravitating towards Shedeur Sanders. Not to mean that Dylan Gabriel can't be a leader, not to say that Dylan Gabriel can't play, but Shedeur Sanders is the leader in the clubhouse because he's comfortable in that environment. because he's been around the NFL all his life. His dad is Deion Sanders.
And with Deshaun Watson being back in the fray, I don't think Shedeur is worried too much. He steps up to every challenge. But with that being said, what we came here for is to hear a legendary player in the Cleveland Browns organization, Bernie Kosar, give his thoughts on Shedeur Sanders and Dylan Gabriel and what he is looking forward to.
I knew the quarterback question was coming as my phone rings extensively.
You're blowing up.
Yeah, extensively for that. Now I'll just take that out. You know, I loved going into the draft. So you guys heard me talk on the show about Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders.
Right.
And both of them having a calmness of their feet and their body. And yeah, we talk about arm strength and throwing, but the ability to be calm with guys around us. I even think we used the example of Tyvus this close to me. In the days when I was actually good, I would be able to not be bothered at all that you're coming and you're going to wipe me out. Well, it was amazing to me watching Cam and Shedeur in college, how they already have that confidence and ability, pocket presence to hang this close to a defensive tackle, Tyvus, and not be affected, keep your feet calm, and execute a throw. So I loved watching that coming in. I was super surprised he fell that far like he did. So I'm like just any fan. I'm looking forward to seeing him play, truthfully. Yeah. And I'm disappointed disappointed is not the right word, but I find it interesting that I'm not studying football as much as I used to. So I used to really, at your guys' age, even 10 years out, I would know all this stuff. So I studied the Shedeurs and Cams like we talked about.
Yeah.
I didn't study Dylan Gabriel as much as other people did. And now to start seeing him and see, obviously, being the 94th pick, that Kevin Stefanski and the offense and the personnel guys really liked him too. I didn't see as much of him, but initially I kind of felt bad, how that's going to work out with only 3 preseason games and having a 94th pick, and then most of us all wanting to see Shedeur play out, how that works, and who do you really get ready from that. So that was, with 3 preseason games, that could be somewhat of an issue of who you really develop. But I loved how I played.
Yeah, that's could and probably will be an issue. But Bernie went on to speak more about Shedeur and what he looked forward to and the things that he thought Shedeur would be able to do within this offense. But we probably will do another video because that video is about 7 minutes long. And Bernie was on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. So if you want, you can go by and check that entire segment out on their YouTube channel. And they pretty much every day are live and gives you constant updates on what's going on in Cleveland sports. And right now they are heavy on the Browns and Guardians. So, yeah, like I said, Shedeur is the leader in this quarterback battle right now, especially with Flacco, Gabriel, Kenny Pickett, Mr. Tiny Hands. But we know who's going to ultimately come out on top of this Super Bowl over this quarterback battle. As always, it will be Shedeur because he was built for this. He's ready for this. He's been groomed to be in this position his entire teenage life. So it's up to him now. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Y'all know how we get down. Leave your comments in the comment section. I'm getting out of here, man. Today, my daughter graduates from high school. So that's why y'all are not getting the video selection that we normally have. We might get another one out today because I don't think I want to get into the old videos of Troy Aikman that has popped up. That's old news. That was before Shedeur even went to Colorado while he was in Jackson State. So I don't even think we want to go back 4 years. But anyway, man, we're going to get out of here. Y'all don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your comments down in the comment section. And like we said, we might start doing the viewers' comments on future videos. So leave your comments in the comment section, and you never know what comments will make it into the next video. And I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a wonderful day. Love y'all. We're going to get out of here. Peace.